Hello, everyone. Whew, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing well this weekend. Um, we're finally back at it with some Chicken Police. I didn't exactly intend for it, but it's been like a month since we last played this. Ooh. Apologies. I have very bad brain sometimes. But, for those who don't remember that much about the game, it is, uh, adventure game set in the noir world filled with animals. Um, and our two detectives have been hired to figure out who has been threatening the nightclub owner, Natasha Romanenko, I believe her name is. And we have just arrived at her nightclub, and it's time to go find her and get some more details. Hello, Netta. Good to see you. For those of you unaware, Netta recently had her anniversary stream, as well as underwent a name change. So if you're wondering where the bunny is, she's there. The same bunny we love, but with a new name. It's a really good name. So good to see. Let us get started. Yes, let us get started. There's the game. Perfect. Let's hit that continue button.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Czar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
It's real this time around.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Hello. Was my microphone not working? Am I stupid? Well, we stole a thing of fancy whiskey called the Golden Eagle.
Come to daddy, darling.
Oh.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touché. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
Alright, we should probably talk to this guy who's been staring at us for a while.
Hey, there's Fillmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Fillmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, and was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
On-screen key. Yeah, that one. Nice. I'm glad you have a replacement key for it then. Filmar. Name, Philmar Lowe. Species, falcon. Falco berigora. Gender, male. Special feature, an absolutely average, forgettable guy. And my old acquaintance from Averia.
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Philmar Lowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Oh, okay. My microphone was cutting out? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I unplugged it. Good old Philmar must know something about Natasha that could be important for the case, but he won't talk until I meet her. He seemed a bit nervous. It must be something really significant. Philmar, the name he goes by nowadays, is an old comrade from before the Clawville times. He's one of the best private eyes in the city, and just like most of them, he gets into trouble with the law pretty often. Yet he's one of the few people who can still be trusted in Clawville. Oh, so he's absolutely going to die. Big book.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
This is the...
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
What is it, butt jam?
Nothing, old fart.
What is it, butt?
Butt jam.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. Remember that old case with the fox and the raven?
How could I even forget?
Absurd, right? All that bloodshed for a piece of cheese.
Yeah, hunger can bring out the monster in animals, right?
And the wildest and most primordial instincts, no matter how civilized they seem.
As you say, Marty.
Remember that...
His dealer, actually.
Ah, fuck.
You miss it.
What happened?
It is.
Remember that other case? with the turtle and the rabbit fella?
Oh, gosh, Marty, where do you dig these out?
My mind is a bottomless pit, my friend. Was the rabbit a runner? And the turtle was his buddy, or?
His dealer, actually.
Remember that other case?
His dealer, actually.
Ah, yeah, you're right. We found the rabbit near the river with a missing leg. Brutal stuff.
2 missing legs, actually, but yeah.
What happened with the turtle in the end? It's a little bit blurry.
Your bottomless pit of a mind is a dark and sad little place. The turtle thought he would run faster if he ate the legs of the rabbit.
You know what? This city's seriously fucked up.
It is, Marty.
Remember that other case?
It is.
It is, Marty. Oh, there he is. Cassidy Lupus and Cassandra Ruby Faye, the loudest howl. He has the case. He has the girl. He has the gun. He is the alpha.
Huh. Another Lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
No shit.
Now that's a mood.
Remember the name, Marty. Cassandra Ruby Faye.
Marty, shut up. Marty.
Bogan and Bandicoot, the big sheep. The picture they were bar for.
You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
You're old, Sonny. I mean, experienced. Have you ever met a woman like that in real life? Who floors you with a glance and leaves only heartbreak?
Well, actually...
Oh, but I didn't mean to... I'm sorry, Sonny.
Veronica Cat, Robert Potter, movie poster. This done for hire.
Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kinda good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Whoa, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it.
What weird titles these have.
Oh, we can't see the very last movie poster. No, that's not a... Can't look at those guys, though.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Hey, Marty, I bet you wouldn't dare to go up to him and ask if he hasn't seen your fur coat.
What? Why? I'm mad, yeah, but not suicidal.
Ah, are you chicken or what?
Piss off, old bird.
Ah, chicken shit.
I forgot that you have multiple looks on inspection.
The old hawk looks like shit if you ask me.
Just like looking into the mirror.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
That girl is looking at me.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny. She was staring at me, like, hard. Now, I saw it.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. Just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Creepy little squirrel girl.
What the fuck?
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
The memories are returning.
Geez, just spare me the dirty details.
Has chickens and a hawk too? I know, right?
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Just try to act normal, as much as you can.
Yup, that's him. The big rat in the flesh.
Well, it looks like this unpleasant conversation can't be avoided.
Guess we're gonna be talking to him at some point.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
What the fuck, Marty? Or not Marty. Sonny. Just go up to the bartender and just be really fucking racist to him.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack. Tell me, hey Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir, but she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Roaster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint, the usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter. But to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Olivia Blackwig. Species, crow, Corvus corone. Gender, female. Special feature, unusually tall and slim for a crow. She is quiet and mysterious. Crows aren't tall and slim? Anyway, that's a good name. Olivia is currently Eben Wessler's assistant and escort. Finding out whether there's anything other than a working relationship between Mrs. Crow and Mr. Rat could prove valuable. No, what did we not know? That's all stuff that knew. He's been acting quite strange recently, as if he was trying to withdraw from his own shady business to live a simple life with simple pleasures. That wouldn't be a problem in itself, but this just isn't like him.
Don't be shy, detective. Ask me anything.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Let's see. Just try to act...
Yep.
Well,
The memories are...
Geez, just... Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
Look, detective.
All right, Mr. Wessler.
I guess we gotta go for the questioning.
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet. How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Eben.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush. Don't you find these messages dangerous?
That specific word is, it's insulting and obscene, and unfortunately, everyone could see it on the street. I'm sure you know they painted it on the wall.
I know.
Well, yeah. It's unpleasant, but no threat in itself. I put it down to some jealous showgirl or a deluded fan. Nothing more.
Jealousy can be dangerous.
Yeah. Most crazies are harmless.
You know that firsthand?
Anything else?
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
Yeah, it would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Hey, Ocean. Good to see you. We're back with the chicken pulley.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Goldtown. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Yippee!
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Sonny. Sonny.
Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Ahem. You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Natasha! She owns the SAR Club. She was the singing sensation of the millions and later became the owner under Ibn's patronage. Not much of known is known of her past before this, though. Special feature: she has remarkably green eyes, and she is definitely in trouble. So am I. Ibn was acting quite strange, and he hesitated when I mentioned how he met Natasha. It would be interesting to hear the story from another point of view. Also, Ocean, you saw her very briefly, but here's Olivia Blackwig, the Crow. Unusually tall and slim for a crow. She is quiet and mysterious. That's a good name for a crow. IMO.
Gee, that is a, unique picture. And kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination. I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. So this is where the magic happens, right? The big transformation.
Every woman needs a little magic, and every man needs some illusion.
You're right there, Angel. You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
Light is the brother of darkness.
More like its lover, don't you think? Anyway, I thought I hired a detective, not a poet.
I'm not a poet, Natasha. Just a fool.
Oh, what an act.
This woman's aware of her charm. This woman...
This woman. This woman.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
in a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Oh, you do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Natasha is a mysterious woman indeed and seems dangerous too, but she's undoubtedly in serious trouble. The question is she the source of the problem, or is it someone else?
This woman... Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
You're the source of many problems, Ocean? That's okay. You're cute, so it's forgiven. The Seventh Rule of Predation, a chicken police story. I wonder if you can just find, like, the whole collection. I wonder if I've missed any. Alright, it's time for the questioning.
Natasha is a confident woman. I I can exploit that, but I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Ooh, you, however, Netta, you're very cute. You be quiet, bun. Go back to eating your lettuce.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but this stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
Well, you tell me. Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see. Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept. My ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know. What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty. No one's ever seen the culprit? Not even a shadow?
That's one of the most curious things. Even has men everywhere. Literally, my shadows, ghosts in every alley. But no one saw anything.
One of them could be the culprit.
Ibn pays his animals well, and he's the most dangerous man in the city. A combination that nullifies your theory, I believe?
Maybe, ma'am. Love is capable of insane miracles and miraculous insanity.
What poetry. Did you ever think about writing a book?
Never. I'm afraid I'd learn too much about myself.
Maybe that's the point. I would read about you. Not like the chicken police Pulp Fiction.
Furry hell. Do you read that trash?
Like everyone else in the city.
Oh, great.
I think it's flattering, even as badly written tales of heroes in the gutter.
You enjoy it?
Well, just a little, Sonny. Just a little.
So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here. Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator, or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing. What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes?
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
Yippee!
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Do you have a light, Natasha?
I'm sorry. I've never smoked.
Really? That's very uncommon in your line of work.
It was uncommon in all my previous lines of work, too. But I promise the next time we meet, I'll bring you a box of matches.
I might take you up on that.
No trouble at all.
Do you have a light?
I'm sorry. It.
So, who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about. You want to know if she's sleeping with Ibn.
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought. The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Ibn sleep with her, it's because she does what he says, nothing more.
That was so honest and raw, I'm inclined to believe it. So this message...
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny, but if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
Well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
I'm good for you, you see?
Yeah, you're a real angel. Why did you name it the Tsar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of Slavonia. We are quite respectful of our leaders.
Do you feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No. Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves, and whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. It's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee. It doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect. More like a reminder.
Oh, is she like the last daughter of the Tsar or something? Except I don't think they said that it was overthrown, so maybe not.
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one. Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Don't mention it.
May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Ibn, do you love him?
In my own way? Yes, I do.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
Achievement unlocked. Is this love? Asked Natasha about Ibn Wessler in her room. Oh, okay. I also got an achievement for stealing the fancy whiskey from the SAR Club. I think we're out of here.
Light.
More.
I'm not.
Oh,
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh. Ah, this is the life. Creepy little squirrel girl. Creepy little squirrel girl.
Creepy little squirrel girl.
Isn't that Fillmore standing?
You're...
No, okay, I wonder if like all the conversations reset then.
Excuse me, pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
Eh? Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy. Listen, pal. Maybe if,
Did I stutter, chicken? Get lost.
What a lovely kitten. Wessler's secretary.
Olivia Blackwig. You think she knows anything useful?
It's worth a try, Marty, but let me do the talking. She's not very fond of you.
What can I say? You know, back in the day, I flew from tree to tree. I was a free bird.
Ugh.
Maybe I was playing her a bit.
Oh. Savaria, thank you so much for the raid. What were you up to? You're playing? Oh, nice. Okay, good. Oh, thank you very much for tuning again. My name is Bro, I'm a treasure hunting VTuber, and today we are playing Chicken Police. We are on the trail of someone who's been leaving threatening letters for a nightclub owner. And right now we're talking to the nightclub owner's partner's secretary. Yes, that's... Someone sounds tired. I am always tired. What kind of game is this? This is like a point-and-click adventure game kind of thing. I can't type that fast on the keyboard. That's okay. Don't have to. What did I get? Oh, a key. Kind of in the Ace Attorney event? Kind of, yeah. You go around and you click on a lot of people and do a lot of talking. Natasha's afraid and her fear is genuine. She isn't telling me everything regardless, and I don't like it. Natasha's invited me to her weekend house to show me something. In any other situation, I'd be glad about it, but in this case, I'm worried. The threat, or simply the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha, is simply whore. It's brief, but says a lot regardless. Natasha. She came from the northern Tsardom of Snowdonia. Or no, not Snowdonia. Stowonia, from where her family had to flee. Later, when Natasha reached the city of Clawville, she was already an orphan. Snowdonia is a very different place. Olivia... According to Natasha, Olivia is perfectly devoid of emotion, which precludes her from standing behind the threats. That doesn't mean she's not Ethan's lover. Marty dated Olivia for a short period of time. That's it. I don't want to know more about this. Gabriel. Gabriel the Grinder Antipov. Species, lynx. Lynx. Gender, male. Special feature, quiet and deadly. He is most likely from Snowonia. This bobcat is most likely Even Wessler's goon. Snowonia, or Stososardum. It's the bleak world of the proud Stowonians, mostly inhabited by predators and big cats. The political situation between Clawville and Stowonia is quite tense and delicate, for both historical and commercial reasons. The Stowonia Sardum has been the biggest loser of the meat war, but most animals have been considering them to be the potential trigger of the second meat war and the biggest threat looming over the modern world. Hector III, or as most animals call him, the Fox King, is the third member of the Faluis dynasty. Though Clawville is a small state, its king is amongst the most influential of animals of the wilderness, not because of the city's actual importance, but for the riches of its faraway colonies. Clawville is a city-state empire? Okay. Hi, Olivia.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Oh, I don't have auto playback on.
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but
what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
you don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Look, Olivia, you know, last time...
Please, Marty, there's no need.
Yes, there is. I know I wasn't a gentleman, and I know I should have called you, but I was young and...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call. I forgot about it fast.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
I'm sorry we disturbed you.
Not at all. Have a nice evening, gentlemen.
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Oh, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Okay, I think that's all we're gonna get out of Olivia. Anyone else to talk to?
You know, Sonny, I love Laura, and I swear I'm gonna marry her one day. But I gotta admit, that Natasha woman has turned even my head.
I wouldn't mess with Laura if I were you, pal. Wouldn't even think about it. There are few women as dangerous as her, and not just because she's a predator.
Ah, you're telling me.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky.
Holy shit, incredible.
Remember that other case?
Oh, it is.
It is, Marty. We've already seen that one.
Ah, this is the light. Creepy little squirrel girl.
Hey, Big Nose, where did Mr. Wessler go?
Unfortunately, I don't know, Big Face. But I wouldn't tell you even if I did. Really?
Say, did anyone ever tell you that you're an irritating piece of
Anything else, dear sirs?
Have a good night, Longface.
Isn't that Fillmore?
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
Take care of yourself, old bird.
You're one to talk. The truth is, Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
You've got a point.
Wonderful girl. Either I'm gonna kill her or I'm beginning to like her.
That's funny, I swear I've heard that before.
To be honest, me too.
So, Natasha invited us to her weekend house.
That's either very good news or very bad news.
50%. That's not that bad, is it?
That's an admirable attitude.
Attitude, yeah, he's got that. Most of the time, I think that's all he's got.
Hey,
Who is this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
More women, more trouble.
You already fantasizing.
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I doubt he'd want her. Anyway, the pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be.
All right, let's take a look and see what he's given us. A list.
We stepped into it, didn't we?
It's a list of people and telephone numbers.
We stepped in. Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
those names. All top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty. Take care of yourself. We stepped into it, didn't we?
That's an understatement. All of these names?
Belong to the upper crust. Yeah, I noticed.
It's only some sex cult, if you're lucky.
Don't even go there, Marty.
Yeah, all right.
Marty, you have a long-term relationship I don't know. I don't remember if you're engaged to her or not, but come on, Marty. None of that. All right. Check the clue book. I only recognize a few names on the list Philmar shoved into my hand, but all of them belong to the respected elite of Clawville. It could be a wedding roster, but I doubt that's the case. New place, the Weekend House. Natasha Kansenko's Weekend House. It stands in the cleanest and most separated quarter of the city, in Flowerville. I'm curious about what she's hiding there. Natasha. The list with all these imposing names must have something to do with Natasha, and thus with the threats, too. Philmar. It seems Philmar also used to work for Natasha, but he got out of the case when the ground got too hot. Anyway, he kept a piece of evidence, as any good PI would do, which could be very useful to us. Ibn's currently busy with some kind of meat substitute business. That's what he and his assistant told us anyway. After the show, Ibn left the SAR Club suspiciously fast. I don't think... I guess we could go back to the Clawville PD? I don't think there's a lot of reason for us to, but...
I don't know, Sonny. What exactly are we doing here?
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and Ibn by sniffing around before we visit that weekend house in Flowerville.
Learn something? From Phyllis and Roy's?
Well, I wasn't exactly thinking about them.
Yeah, figures.
Well, since we're here...
Do you remember our old squad car?
That ended up in a swamp? Huh, I could never get over that. It was the best partner I ever had.
That's, good to know, boss.
Truth hurts, pal.
Never mind. I'll live with it. What was its name? The old car, I mean. Bessie? Nessa?
Tessa. You know, like my daughter.
I knew your daughter's Tessa, but... wait. Did you name your daughter after our old car?
Why? What's wrong with that? Damn, even this car reminds me of Tessa.
What a wild game. It's pretty good. Very fun so far. Good to see you, Vara. Alright, hope you doing well.
Are those two gonna stand out here all night long?
I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past them. They're operating by some incomprehensible logic, at least for simple birds like us.
I wish we had the smarts to understand.
Maybe one day, Marty. Maybe one day. You remember Operation Double Spike, Marty?
Furry gods, how could I ever forget? The whole PD was laughing at the poor bastards for weeks.
Every workplace needs guys like these. Nothing would be the same without them.
Oh, I hope I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, excuse me. I think I'm just a little tired. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think on that note, I'm going to take a 3-minute break, and then we shall come back to doing some more groundwork investigation before heading off to the weekend house. So, be back in a little bit. Oh, okie dokie. Back at it. Sorry for the wait there. Let us continue the investigation.
Why aren't we on this poster next to Blood Boil?
Because he hates us, Marty.
Oh, yeah, right.
You would have looked kind of great on that poster.
Hey, thanks.
You would have looked...
Hey. That wasn't us, right?
Not that one, Marty.
Honestly, sometimes I find it difficult to keep track of all the places we wrecked during our 10 years together.
Just 9, Marty. 9. Have you ever fired a Tommy gun, Marty?
You mean today?
You're right. Stupid question.
Sonny, he literally had a Tommy gun in his collection of guns. Come on, buddy. Keep up.
This was the last message of the Castilla clan, before Blood Boil had them all put away for good. Good old Bosco's slowly becoming the same piece of furniture we are.
Sure. You remember when he was just a little green lapdog? For a while, we even had to babysit him.
He always was a talented little pooch, I have to admit. But the filth that seeped into everything in Clawville has reached him, too.
It reaches everyone one way or another, right?
One way or another, it does, Marty.
Sorry about that. The entire time, this entire stream I've been like, damn, my hands are dry. I should probably put some hand lotion on them. And then I completely forgot to do that when I went and took my break, and I just smacked the microphone. God damn it. Anyway.
You had a fight once, didn't you? At one of the winter solstice parties.
Yeah, we both drank too much. It was over a manatee named Margaret. That was before Laura, of course.
I haven't seen many fights that memorable in my life.
Yeah, and the girl didn't go with either of us.
She was a wise manatee.
Is it worth talking to him?
Who knows? Maybe he heard something interesting.
Is it worth talking?
Who knows?
Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox, what's up? Back here so soon? Did you get nostalgic all of a sudden, Sonny?
I'd rather be anywhere else than here, Bosco, but we're sniffing around on a case.
Hoo-hoo. Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Just an old case. Still open. Not official, but not active either. We're not bothering anyone. You know, old habits die hard.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So, how can I help you?
The boss?
He's not in a good mood. Malloy got so drunk he pissed himself.
And we just put the cherry on top, huh?
Mostly you, Sonny. No offense.
None taken. I'm used to it. Everything rolls right off my feathers.
Don't go stirring up a shitstorm, okay? We're gonna have enough on our plates tonight.
We'll do what we can, Bosco, but I can't promise anything.
Don't go
We'll do what... Do you still remember Philmar?
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation with that Philmar alias.
We just met him. Small world, huh? Do you know what he's up to these days?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's investigating petty blackmail cases and sneaking after poor bastards cheating on their wives.
Anything else? Did he get mixed up in something that stirred up a storm recently?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while. He's usually a frequent visitor. Why? Did he run into some fishy business again?
Possible, Bosco. But I'm not sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
Listen, Bosco, what do you make of this list?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball.
These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars, politicians, a few names from the Council of 12 even, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a nice big juicy bone in exchange for my silence.
Stop screwing around, Bosco. It has nothing to do with our case.
Which is what, exactly?
We're still not gonna tell you.
Listen, Bosco, what have you heard about that singer, Natasha Katsenko?
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn Wessler? They say she's the jackpot, but I've never been into cats, you know.
You couldn't be more racist if you tried, Bosco.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with cats at all. I'm simply allergic to them. I can't stand being around them. I don't even take cases with cats.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation related to her?
What? No, of course not. We just came from her show. That's why I asked.
And what's she like?
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you met her.
Really? Maybe I'll have a go and see for myself one day.
Okay. Well, thankfully, Blood Boil's not standing in the train. Vending machine.
Don't drink that shit, Marty. It's bad for your health.
Sonny, you're bad for my health.
Don't drink that,
Sonny.
Don't drink,
Sonny.
Join the force, protect the crown, serve the people.
Get bribed. Get beaten by a hooker. Get fat. Nice words. Nice promises.
Nice bullshit. Why is it always a lion? Lions are lazy, dull, good-for-nothing creatures.
Hey, stop talking like that. It's disrespectful.
Why? Aren't I right?
Not every lion's the same. Just like not every rooster's an asshole like you.
You got me.
Spaghetti. Very nice. What do you take on your spaghetti ocean?
Do you remember Monica ever going on holiday?
Honestly, I can't recall.
Sometimes I can't decide if it's admirable or if I feel sorry for her.
Maybe a bit of both. But is it selfish to say I'd be hurt if one day I didn't find her here?
Yeah, I feel the same.
That's all right then. You know, if there's anyone who knows anything about anything, it's gonna be her.
Kinda long-winded, but I agree.
You know,
Kinda...
So soon? That was fast. Almost a record.
Sorry, Mon. We're just here for a little, info.
When are you not here for that, boys? How about wish me a happy birthday for a change?
what? Is it your birthday today?
Of course not. Don't be silly, Marty. You know exactly when it is. We've talked about it a dozen times.
Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah.
So, could you help us with this and that?
Of course, boys, but be quick about it. I'm in over my head with paperwork and blood boils breathing down my neck.
We'll be quick like a hurricane.
Parmesan nut else would be on spaghetti, but that's not in the sauce. Oh, just like what's in the sauce. And yeah, if you have any toppings on top of it.
You're very lucky, boys. You just missed the boss by 3 minutes. Right now, he's trying to get Malloy out of the toilet.
Still can't hold his liquor, huh?
Neither on or off duty. But today, he is sloshed.
Well, he's a water buffalo, isn't he? He knows how to swim.
No, Sonny, just a buffalo. The two are totally different things.
Jeez, Marty. Meatballs, mushrooms, and very nice.
Listen, doll, we have some questions.
Make it quick, boys. I'm busy.
Listen, doll,
Make it...
guess who we met today in person, Mon?
King Hector III?
Even better, the one who commands the king.
Wait a minute. Hobart Wessler?
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Wow. And you're still alive. That's quite an accomplishment.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's trying to clear his name with some kind of new meat substitute.
His name's gonna be rather difficult to clear.
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to what I know.
Which is?
Ibn's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to one of his goons, Mickey. Also known as the Butcher, the Mongrel, and the Slayer.
Yeah, we once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know, boys. I know it's not very much, but it's something, I guess. I'll keep my ears open.
Thanks, Mon.
That phrase would go over real well with your fan base, Ocean. Listen, doll. But not for the same reasons that Sunny said it.
Listen, Mon, a reliable old friend shoved this into my hand. Could you take a quick glance at it?
Quite an imposing list. What could those numbers mean? It could be a date even, but no, this is something else.
That's what we were thinking too, and we got nowhere. But you see a lot of documents. So, is there anything familiar about this?
Unfortunately not, boys. The names are imposing indeed, but based on this, it could be almost anything. The richest of the rich get together on all kinds of excuses.
Huh, it must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more.
Ah, don't mention it, Mon. Thanks for your time.
Or, wait a minute. There is something.
Stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've noticed that all the names in the list are men, right?
Yeah, of course we noticed.
Thanks for the observation, Monica.
Don't mention it. I'm just a receptionist.
We saw a pretty good show at the Czar Club tonight.
Good for you, I guess. Natasha?
Natasha. She performed her new song. She also sang about why she called us there. Or rather, me.
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman. Her past is a mystery, and I couldn't draw much out of her in person either.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think that's exactly what makes men fall head over heels for them.
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh yeah? What's her name? I'll look her up if we have a file on her.
Marty, shut up.
Oh, you mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets, and grace.
I didn't even hear that, Marty.
Do we have a file on a woman called Olivia Blackwig? She's currently working as Ibn Wessler's assistant.
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few Blackwigs that could be related to her. Mountain goat, crow, or caiman?
Crow, around 30 to 35. A very pretty socialite.
Maybe we have a catch then. Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same social circles as Ibn.
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There may be more than one Crow family with a Blackwig name living here.
Thanks, Mon.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always. If it doesn't take a lot of my time, that is.
We know, we know. We're not even here anymore.
Aw. Love you, Monica. Keep up the good work.
Miss Jardine, one of the 7 female officers of the Clawville PD. Miss Jardine, Officer Barkman, unwavering cop, and a slavering beast.
You sure we won't need Layla?
You call this monster Layla?
She's not a monster, Sonny. If you know how to treat her right, she's a real ballerina.
Uh-huh. I believe you, pal, but we're not taking her.
Oh.
See, Marty, what the fuck are you talking about, Sonny? Marty shot a fucking Tommy gun. He carries one around all the time.
And what if...
No, Marty. There's no way in hell we're taking a Tommy gun with us.
Ugh, all right.
Does that mean he's just left it here? at firing range, because
Don't forget to keep your gun clean, Marty.
Hey, I take them all apart every day, clean and oil them, if you want to know.
I didn't want to know.
No use crying over spilt milk. Which one of them was first, peace or guns?
You mean, why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know. Which one of them was first?
You mean...
I...
You seem unsure.
Really? Yeah, I think I'm just tired. You know, Laura and I have been fighting recently, and I've been sleeping on the couch.
Yeah? Well, it shows.
Thanks. You always know how to cheer someone up.
Laura didn't throw you out, did she?
No, nothing like that. It's, just a little unrest.
Uh-huh. I see.
that's saved for the sequel.
Marty looks kind of run down today, but he's still in better shape than I am. It may not be a good time to say this, but I've got a bad feeling about tonight.
You could have told me about that sooner, Sonny.
You can still turn back. Stay here and keep wasting ammo.
Like hell. Whatever insane shit's waiting for us, it's way better than dying of boredom.
Well, I'm sure we won't be bored.
I hope not. Don't you want to practice a little? You must be all rusty after such a long hiatus.
If you want to know, I sometimes practice at the empty hotel.
Leslie lets you shoot up the place.
Lewis. And no, he doesn't. There's a room that one of the guerrillas of the Castilla clan had totally trashed. He won't notice one or two holes.
Ah, clever. Shall we go, or do you want to stay and shoot a bit?
I don't know. But don't worry, we'll soon be on our way.
Whatever you want, Boss Bird.
I just wanted to come down here to see about the dialogue, but we're done here, I think. 2 new things. Bosco. A couple of years ago, Bosco and Marty had a huge fight because of some girl in the office. Neither of them got her in the end, but at least both gained some valuable life lessons, and a few scratches, of course. Council of 12. Though Clawville is a monarchy, the actual power and jurisdiction, aside from the king, are in the hands of the Council of 12, or as most animals think, entirely, and the king himself is only a puppet and symbol. The members of the council are the mightiest animals in the city after the king, employing not only politicians, but influential businessmen as well. Alright. Back to the hot dog.
Ooh, a nice cup of coffee a la Zip, huh?
We're not here for the coffee, Marty. Zip always knows more than what he lets on. It'd be worth interrogating the old trash panda.
If he forgave us for wrecking his joint last time.
He'll never forgive us, Marty, but we helped him out of trouble so many times, he's not gonna have any choice.
I hope you're right, old bird.
Man, like, when calling someone a trash panda when it actually refers to, like, an actual person feels, like, extremely fucked up.
No matter how big the city is, Marty, I feel more and more like I'm living in prison.
Hey, it's not too late to skip off, boss. You only have 121 days left, right?
120. Then, retirement.
So, what's keeping you?
I don't know. I could have left even earlier. But the city won't let me go.
You're afraid of change, huh?
Everyone's afraid of change, on a certain level. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. The city just keeps pulling me back. If it wasn't for this case, I could have drunk myself to death.
Even the afterlife is better than Clawville.
Sometimes I think that.
I think you're beyond help, boss.
If you gaze into the city will gaze into you.
Okay. Is that the Kite and Blues?
I think so. It has a unique sound to it, that's for sure.
I'd like to visit the Hive again, when things lighten up a little.
Yeah, and when they welcome cops again.
Yeah, right. Everything all right, old man?
If there's something we can do for you, just say so, okay?
Well, all right.
This makes the bile rise in my waddle.
Yeah, me too.
Ah, jeez, boys. Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
Hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
I had no problems, until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of questions, then we're out of here.
And we won't even trash your place this time. What do you say?
I say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chickens.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a hummingbird.
I'm not your pal, and you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a polar bear.
Oh, come on, Zip. Don't be so hard on yourself.
A cab means them too. The chicken police? Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Oh, hello, seagull. Inspector? Food inspector, maybe?
Damn it, what's the scribbler doing here?
Sniffing some juicy story?
I think I still owe him a great big left hook.
What did he do this time?
Oh, nothing. Just since I first met him, I wanted to punch him in the face.
I can understand that.
Hello, Gilgil, Katarja. Stream is going pretty good, I think. The Scribbler. Timothy the Scribbler. Fucking Timothy.
We don't have to talk to him, right?
Impossible to avoid, Marty. Not if he hasn't gone blind or deaf since we last saw him. Timothy Saltwater is the meddler journalist of the Clawville Chronicle. That wouldn't be a problem in itself, but unfortunately, he's a huge fan and the architect of the chicken police legend.
Is he the one who wrote the... Oh, I don't have the book on me. He's not the one who wrote the series, is he?
Timothy. Hello, Timothy. Scribblers don't celebrate New Year's.
Hello, boys. What a pleasure to see you. Answering your question, no, not really. Not me, anyway. I'm always where the story is.
Mm-hmm. And where's the story now? I can't see it anywhere.
It just stepped through the door, pal.
Oh, you mean us? Well, I think I'll have to disappoint you.
The chicken police are back together? I can't let that go without an ink stain, am I right?
No, Timmy, you can. We're not working. We're just having a little fun, that's all.
I'm not buying that, boys.
You'll have to, Tim.
We'll see about that.
I used to think a lot about what makes Zip's coffee so unique.
And?
I decided I didn't want to know.
I totally understand you, Sonny. We all need a little mystery in our lives.
I didn't mean that. I was afraid if I knew what was in it, I'd never want to drink it again.
Oh, I see. That's a good point.
Is that rag you work for still around, Tim?
You mean the most read and highest-ranking newspaper of the city, the Clawville Chronicle?
Oh, yeah, that's what it's called.
I see that you still have your famous sense of humor, Sonny. Such a joy.
Yeah, I do.
So, how about you tell me what you're really doing here?
Not a chance, Timbo. The truth is, we're already leaving.
Sorry, pal. Maybe next time.
So,
Sorry, pal.
This is what they call music these days?
Ha! You're croaking like some old bitter crow, Sonny. This is called rock and roll.
It's gonna be trouble, I'm telling you. Things like this make the world go crazy, and we have enough crazy already.
We need a little global insanity every few decades, Sonny. Better a fashion explosion than a real one, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Putting keys on, no worries. Sonny's VAs is great. Like, I've been really enjoying a lot of the VAs, but I definitely... Sonny's VA especially, which is good, because he is the protagonist. Has been very good. Oh fuck, what was I going to talk about? I think the studio that did the voice direction is the same one that did also did Wolf Among Us, which is cool. I still have to play that at some point. I have a key for it. I just need to play it.
Yeah, it's because of pigeons like this that there's no place on stage for real musicians.
Of all that's furry, shut up, Sonny. Please.
Yeah, it's
Of all...
Snack raid. Thank you so much, Archie. What were you up to today? Doing some games and demos. Nice. I hope you had a good time with that. Were you playing anything in particular? Specifically particular? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Sroka, the Magpie Treasure Hunting VTuber. The snacks are over there on the table to your left. We are currently playing Chicken Police. And as you might be able to tell, it's a very noir-inspired game. So, we've activated the noir filter.
Do you remember that time when Zip made you wash dishes all night?
Do I remember? I'll never forget it. My feathers smelled of soap for a week.
At least you've learned your lesson. Never leave home without your wallet.
Because your partner won't help you out. But hey, wasn't it you who went out to buy a pack of smokes without your wallet tonight?
Well, that's different.
Yeah, right.
Playing a Mume fan game released last week, made by the same people who did Idle Showdown. Oh yeah, I know of Idle Showdown. Nice. That's cool. I'm glad they got that out in time for her graduation. It's going to be very different without her and a bunch of other people who I'm currently forgetting. But I hope the game was fun.
Gods, he's in even worse shape than the last time we saw him.
Well, Marty, aging is like that. And while we're at it, looks like you've put on a few pounds.
What? Who, me? Don't make me laugh. I weigh exactly the same as I've always done.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I tell myself, too.
I can see we're not particularly welcome.
I wonder why.
It was fun? Nice. I should probably get some sleep, though, so I might have to raid and run. No worries. I hope you have a good night's sleep.
So, out with it. Stop winding me up. I'm almost consumed by all this excitement.
We've just come from the Tsar Club, Zip. Who do you think we met?
If I can guess one, I'd say, was it His Majesty Hobart Ibn Wessler, the Rat Prime himself?
That on, pal.
What a surprise. So, what do you want to know? Just because I don't know anything.
Course you don't. Just a couple questions.
Go on, boys. Hurry up, will you?
What's up, Zip? Quiet night, I see. And what's Timothy doing here?
That's exactly what I asked him when he wound up here. But yeah, he's a regular nowadays. He must be sniffing some kind of story about the Hive.
About the riots? Have they reached here already?
I ain't seen nothing. More cops around, yeah, as you can see for yourself.
We're not on duty, Zip.
It's still the same. A cop's a cop. A lot come by, but besides beating up bugs, nothing much happens.
It will, Zip. I can sniff it in the air.
If you say so, Sonny, your sense of smell is better than mine.
Maybe once.
Huh? What more do you want?
Is it forbidden to stand around at your place?
Go stand around somewhere else in the city.
Look what we found, Zip.
Furry hell. Who'd you beat to death for that?
Beat to death? Who do you think we are? We simply confiscated it.
You sneaky broilers. I'll give you $50 for it.
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Tough luck, Trash Panda.
We also ran into Filmar.
Filmar? Who's that?
A grumpy old raggedy-ass hawk. His manners are even worse than mine. Ring a bell?
You mean Marlowe?
Was Marlowe. Now he goes by Philmar Lowe.
Oh, I see. So that means he's still alive? I'm almost not surprised. The old guy has a reputation of being indestructible, huh?
He is. And he gave us something that could mean something. Look at this, Zip.
Holy crap, what's this? The guest list at a king's birthday party?
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make of it?
This piece of paper's from so high up where I've never been myself, boys, so don't ask me.
We spoke to Natasha. She's scared.
Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in the city.
It's not about that. Someone's been writing offensive messages to her. She feels threatened.
I only know that every second husband in the city wants to have her, and every second wife wants to wring her neck because of that. Nothing else.
Thanks, Zip, but we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right?
Fair enough. Anything left for Timothy?
No, sorry,
Nope. Sorry, Timothy, the scribbler. Nothing for you. The god of pancakes.
Praise be unto you, O great neon god.
Hallowed be thy name, and thy pancakes.
Amen.
I once dreamed that his eyes were moving. He just looked into me.
At least it was just a dream for you. I always feel like he's following me with his gaze, even now as we speak.
I once dreamed...
At least...
This quiet. You know, I understand why Zip escaped here when he got out of his shady dealings.
It's not possible to get all the way out, Marty.
What? So, you also stay a cop even after retirement?
Every cop stays a cop. It burns itself into you.
That's good to know. So am I gonna stay a cop forever?
Sorry, Marty.
Well, that's that.
Pancakes.
The Hive. City of insects. More like a ghetto.
I hope we never investigate there again.
We won't, Marty. This is our last job.
Don't say that, boss.
The Hive.
Don't say that.
It sounds like a decade ago, and I didn't know why I was so moved, but I was enjoying my pancakes so much that I started crying. Sometimes you just have really good pancakes at the right time. Timothy Saltwater. Species seagull. Loris belcheri. Gender male. Special feature. Loud, annoying, and overly enthusiastic. And unfortunately, he is the #1 fan of the Chicken Police. Scribbler Tim. Real name Timothy Saltwater. He is a douchebag, a real noisy bastard, and annoying little shit. But in the end, I have to admit, he is the best investigative reporter in Clawville. Back in the day, he had a big part in the Chicken Police becoming what we were for a long time. Real stars cops. Stars. Goodies will do that to you, exactly. I've never had that experience again. It was a special stack of cakes, I guess. Special stack of cakes, special time and place, really, I'm sure. I'm sure that when you need it again, most of all, the pancakes will return.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
Gyros, shawarmas, that's the good stuff right there.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
Not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Sonny is a feet guy, confirmed.
Should we take it?
Hell no, I'll buy you one if you want. This is police business.
Do you mean the real cops? Do you think...
I'm almost certain. My crest is tingling.
Damn it. Well, thank God I have a weapon on me, or two.
When do you not have one?
Fair point.
Stop staring at it. You're freaking me out.
Okay, I just like shoes.
Furry hell, Marty, I don't want to know.
They're both feet fetishists.
Chicken police, hands up.
Marty, that's enough.
Chicken police.
Marty, that...
So, this is the word. What can I say? The message is loud and clear.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, Boss Bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
You wrote that down?
It burned into my mind.
Alright. What else is there to inspect on here? Just the word, the shoe, the trunk, and...
You wrote that down?
It burned.
It burned into my mind.
Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course. She's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, okay. Big Bertha, Browning Auto 5.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Very gallant of you, partner.
Why, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
I get it. Just shut the fuck up already.
20 shells, buckshot. Half price buckshot. Yippee! Don't know what gauge it is, but I don't know that... Wasn't Auto 5 ever done in anything other than, 12? I'm sure it was. I'm sure they probably put it at least 10 gauge.
I haven't dusted you off in a while.
What was new in the... base?
We stepped into it, didn't we? Come to daddy, darling.
Not now. Alright. Off we go.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's fucking dark in here.
Flashlight.
I didn't bring one.
Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
Yep.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Figures. She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful, almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city, but in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
I feel like you could swim in high heels. I don't know why I'm suddenly thinking about that, but I feel like you'd have no problem swimming in high heels. Like, cause you'd still get enough of like a flipper action with your feet. Probably wouldn't be as good, but anyway, yeah, we should probably solve this murder, huh?
Wild gods. Fuck even.
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who came to my office.
Also, I forgot to say earlier, but Marty, get your fucking finger off the trigger. Stop finger fucking the trigger. God damn it. You're gonna shoot the ceiling, or worse, Sonny. Come on, buddy.
I figured, but what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her. Natasha meant some object. Something maybe the killer wanted, too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it a lover?
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but this is a new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped, or worse.
Those are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we are.
Or they knew exactly where to find it. Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
Amen to that.
Oh yeah, I don't have the key anymore. What the fuck? I don't know how I didn't notice that, Netta, but yeah, you're right. I don't have the key. Well.
We should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember. 555-111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Yeah, right.
Let's maybe look around before we do that.
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think there is.
The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for Natasha.
Obviously.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
I don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
I really shouldn't be here, you know? It's New Year's Eve. I should be out partying, not dealing with this shit.
Well, it's a little late for that. I told you it was gonna be a rough ride.
What you told me was it's gonna take a few hours, and it's practically nothing.
And you believed me.
Yeah, I was an idiot.
Here you go.
Poor girl. How old was she? 20? 25?
Yeah, something like that.
What are we gonna do about her?
Nothing. We can call the police. Anonymously, of course. Poor thing. There's nothing else useful in there.
What did she have on her card?
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from. It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict, I wonder?
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art, I'm scared to have an opinion. Nice.
Yeah, it really is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, family photo.
This must be Natasha's family.
Wealthy.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family was also close to the fire.
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty. Look at those clothes. Could it be a military family?
Maybe. Or Stavonian fashion.
Your intuition always astounds me, Marty. What would I do without you?
And there you go.
We can't take it with us, but remember what you've seen.
Yes, sir, Bossbird, sir.
What are you trying to tell me, Natasha?
What is this exactly?
A human. Mythical creature. Quite the cult in Iveria. The whole country's full of these statues.
Does it mean anything?
They say humans are the keepers of secrets and the messengers of chaos and destruction.
You don't think...
Let's take a closer look.
Humans. Deborah is dead, and the word horror is written on her back, too. Deborah! We found Deborah's body in Natasha Kitsenko's weekend house, naked with a message on her back. Oh. Marty! Seeing Deborah shocked Marty quite a bit. I can understand why. I knew it's not going to be a routine case, but I didn't want to drag this feather dust or anything like this. Humans. The human is a mythical creature appearing in many stories and legends. Usually it appears as a wise creature, a keeper of secrets, but it also has a dual nature because chaos and destruction follow in its wake. According to most, the essence of its symbolism lies in the fact that certain secrets require a substantial price to be paid. By uncovering these secrets, we bring a curse upon ourselves. Some believe humans are the messengers of Nikavati, the god of nothingness, and usually depict them as angels with wings.
Molly loved things like this.
How about this one here goes missing and,
Don't even finish that sentence, Marty. Molly don't...
Which of these coppers is gonna die? Of the two? Neither of them.
Damn, just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are all insane.
You have a point.
Oh, you can't be serious. Is this some kind of...
Yeah, it's a riddle, Marty.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning?
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places. What does it represent?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in their hands?
Oh fuck, I don't remember. I thought cops were pigs, not poultry. There's pigs of all different kinds of animal types. But remember, the most important thing to remember is that they're all bastards. Good to see you, Ami. Oh god. Four animal figures and the 4 hands on the crest of Clawville. What does the crest of Clawville look like? Nope. Fuck. Oh, do I have to really go back to the Clawville PD?
Honor, strength, and unity.
Pigs, ruffians, and vigilantes.
Honest.
Pigs. Sometimes I
That's all. The chicken or... I can't even remember.
There's the city crest.
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other animals?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Huh. So that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, Detective.
Okay, so that's a heron in the top, lion in the bottom, and then sheep in the top right, fox in the bottom left.
Where are the insects anyway? And the reptiles? Did you ever think about that?
Many times. I think they didn't fit the idyllic image, so they've been left out. Simple as that.
That says a lot about this city.
It says everything, Monty.
Did you know there's a theory that the Foundation War was a hoax? That the reptiles deliberately kept in the background, but in reality, they're the ones controlling the city from the underground even now.
What? Where did you hear that? I've never heard such sheep shit before.
I read it in Tomorrow's Word. That's a pretty prestigious newspaper.
I wouldn't use that trash to wipe my cloaca, Marty. It'll rot your brain.
Well, at least I read something other than the labels on liquor bottles.
Hey, that was a bit below the belt.
Yep, but true.
You got me.
So true, Ami.
It's a very beautiful crest.
Yeah, it is. Just like the city. From afar, at least.
It's a very beautiful...
Yeah,
Okay, anyway. Heron, top, lion, bottom, sheep, fox. Okay, cool. See how much I can remember that.
Hello there. What could this be? Maybe a piece of a painting.
And there's some kind of squiggle on it. The signature of the painter? Yeah, I can't make it out.
Okay.
It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
So a piece of a painting? That's it? And what's that smear on it?
It's too illegible to be a signature. It could be anything.
Well, maybe Natasha can help us. After all, this is what she wanted to show us, isn't it?
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
True. Well, then what's next? How about we peck around town some more?
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office?
You know what? After all this, I could use a drink.
Right answer.
Okay, it's not from that painting, obviously. Alright, let's call the police.
PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street, 37, Flowerville.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street, 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it before.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a three-headed monkey in your life?
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Incredible. Alright, let's get out of here. Also, Ami is so true, so correct, so real. Insects can be very, very pretty. Right, we unlocked a new place. Mullen's Newsstand, a tiny kiosk in the heart of the Calavera Hills. It's small, almost invisible, but it hides one of the most crucial things in this shithole. Knowledge. The Founding War. It was the Great War between the Alliance and the Swamp Lands that finally decided Clawville's fate and raised the city, in the hands of the Alliance, among the great colonial powers. This marks the beginning of Clawville's time, meaning it occurred exactly 942 years ago. Right, so we are supposed to go to the Hotel Atlas. We're allowed to head back to the SAR Club for some reason.
So what are we doing here again, Sonny?
I don't know. Maybe we could question Natasha.
Do you think she's here?
Who knows, Marty? We'll see.
There's Philmar. Maybe he knows something.
Yeah, maybe he's not drunk as a skunk.
Stop projecting onto others, old chicken.
Ah, shut the clock up, Marty.
No, I'm sorry I hurt your precious feelings, Boss Bird.
Philmar looks a bit soaked, doesn't he?
Well, it is raining.
I didn't mean the rain, Marty.
Yeah, I know.
Still, let's ask him what he saw. Maybe he can tell us something useful.
If the old man still sees anything, eagle eye or not.
Hey, old bird. What are you waiting for out here in the rain?
Is that you, boys? I'm a little, tired.
I can see that, pal.
Oh, it's alright. I just can't find my car. I don't see very well in the rain. My eyesight's pretty bad. I should wear glasses. Imagine that. A hawk wearing glasses.
Yeah, it's funny.
There ain't nothing funny about it, Snowflake.
Whoa, alright, sorry.
Have you seen Natasha or Ibn since we left?
Ibn? He scuppered off a long time ago. Natasha, I haven't seen her.
Thanks anyway, pal. Good luck with finding your car. You, want some help?
Could it be that I didn't come here by car? What do you think, Sonny? Old friend?
Well, I wouldn't know that, Phil, but, you take care, all right?
Ah, you're telling me? Oh, that's funny. Sonny, pal, listen.
Tell me, Phil.
I like you. Really, I do. So listen here. Whatever happens, you hear? Whatever happens, never fall in love with that woman.
You mean Natasha?
Who else would I mean, bird brain?
Okay, Phil. I promise.
Like hell. Maybe I came by bike.
Bike, huh? I have a hard time imagining that, pal.
Yeah, right. Me too.
Maybe you flew, huh?
Don't you provoke me, Marty. You hear?
Hey, I was just kidding. Don't peck off my tail feathers, brother.
Maybe.
Hey, I was... Don't get me wrong, boss, but I saw how that song affected you.
What song?
Stop playing innocent, Sonny. Natasha's song, it made you freeze. I've never seen you like that before.
Yeah, you're imagining things, Marty. I was just, paying attention, because I like the song. It has a really good, orchestration.
Orchestration, huh?
Shut the cluck up, Marty.
Okay. Keep your feathers on. Honestly, I thought you forgot how to breathe for about 2 minutes.
Marty, if you don't stop, I'm gonna peel your feathers off and cook you as a delicacy.
All right. It's just too good. Honestly, all right.
No, there's Archibald and Lagoon.
Why do I feel like I'm never gonna forget this sign?
Because you have a photographic memory?
You moron. The Tsar Club. I'm not gonna forget this buzzing red neon light anytime soon.
Tonight, maybe we'll be on the front page once again.
Oh, God forbid.
Tonight?
Oh.
Moonlight Boulevard. Ah, that movie. It's a real classic, I'm telling you.
If you say so, Mr. Film Critic.
Laugh all you want, but believe it or not, very few have seen more movies in the city than me. So, you can believe me.
I would never try to doubt your word.
You have a pornographic memory? That I have no problem believing.
If we were really in a movie, at least there'd be a chance of a happy ending.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry. Whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. If this car's still here, and Wessler's already gone, that means it's not his car.
It's like your first day as a detective. You didn't consider that he could have multiple cars?
Huh, you could be right.
Sometimes I think you breathe in too much gun smoke, Marty.
But I love the smell so much.
Tasty nitrocellulose. No, sorry, nitroglycerin.
Maybe it's not Wessler's, but Natasha's car. That would explain why she wasn't at the weekend house. She hadn't left here.
Yeah, that could be. It's worth a look inside. The car's still here. Could it be Natasha's? Hey, boys, tell me, is Natasha still inside?
I can't give you any information about that, gentlemen. I'm sorry.
Ah, the regulations. I know. We've gotten used to it.
I am glad to hear that.
And your boss, Wessler? Can we find him in the VIP lounge?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that either.
But we can take a look for ourselves, right?
No problem, gentlemen.
Thanks, Wooly.
Your friend's not the talkative type, is he? He understands what we're saying, right?
Don't anger me, chicken, or I'll tear out your throat before you could say hemp seed.
Ha! Just try, Fleabag.
Hey, folks, relax. The night's still young. We'll have plenty of time to tear each other's throats out, but right now we're busy.
Ha! You're right.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Excuse me, are you the parking valet?
You lost.
Ah, I'll have to practice that some more. Excuse me.
This guy was here before, right? He's handling it pretty well.
And there are even more pretty dames all over him. You think they dig his antlers that much?
More like his wallet, Marty.
I don't know, Sonny. Antlers are pretty cool.
There was a time when women were all over us.
Why the past tense, Sonny? I'm still pretty damn hot.
Sure you are, Marty. Keep on dreaming. Never lose hope. I don't even miss those times.
Whatever you say, Sonny, what Natasha was doing on the stage, no man can ignore. Or woman, for that matter.
I didn't say I ignored it, Marty, but you gotta learn to separate the client from the job.
Ah, that's a cheap script, Sonny. You know the world doesn't work like that. And you definitely don't work like that.
If you say so. Bourbon moon hangs in the sky.
Oh my god. Oh, hi, Olivia. Oh, the squirrel girl's gone.
I can't stand that guy. Why doesn't he have his mane cut?
Stop being so old man. It's a different world now. That's a kind of fashion, you know.
Yeah, fashion.
Well, it's a bit strange for, like, a bartender in a fancy club to have long hair, but I guess Natasha is a very, fuck is the word? Compromising boss? Not it.
I can't stand that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello again, Bojack.
Please don't call me that, sir.
You're right. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Well, if you really must know, I'm Lance, sir.
Lancer? Lenient? Yes, that is... lenient would be the good word there.
Okay, Lance. Listen, it's very important.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get me involved in anything. I just want to get my shift over with and go home to sleep. Relax. There won't be a problem. Just answer the questions honestly. If I must, let's give it a try.
Right, kid.
Lance.
Lance. Yeah. So, have you seen Natasha since her performance?
Oh, no. Don't ask me anything about Miss Kitsenko and Mr. Wessler. It could cost me my job, or even more. Hey, it's a matter of national security.
It could be.
Yeah, see? It could be. So, if you help, you won't only be helping us, but the Crown and the whole city of Clawville. Oh, okay, all right. Just stop that chicken shit, will ya? I saw Natasha, yeah. She came down, spoke with someone, then stormed out the front door.
And then what happened?
She came right back in 2 or 3 minutes later, soaked to the bone. She was in a hurry. She went up to her suite, then came back down and left.
And you haven't seen her since?
I genuinely haven't seen her ever since, sir.
Thanks, Lance. You've been a great help.
I'm happy to hear that. So Natasha had left?
Seems so, but she never arrived at the weekend house.
Then?
Then we'll stay with the original plan. We'll gather our thoughts at the office and go over everything we know.
Okay, Boss Bird, lead the way.
I feel for Lance here. Like, just let the poor guy go home.
If anyone asks, Lance, we were never here.
Sure, sir.
Okay, time to stop bothering that guy.
You think the guy's taking a shine to Olivia now?
Why should I care? And while we're at it, why do you care?
Me? I don't care at all.
And why do you ask?
What? Stop bugging me. Who does he think he is? The fantastic Mr. Fox?
What did that fox ever do to you, Marty? You a racist now?
Who, me? No, on the contrary. But I don't like how he looks at Olivia.
Well, I think they look good together. They're only missing a slice of cheese.
Huh, very funny.
Drop it, Marty. Wessler's secretary could even know something useful. Wessler's...
So, we meet again. How unpleasant.
I'm sorry, Olivia. We won't keep you long. Perhaps you could tell us if you've seen Natasha.
She hired you and you already lost sight of her? That's unfortunate.
We should have met her, but she didn't show up. Should we be worried?
Are you asking me that? I haven't seen her since she was on stage. Not like I was paying any attention to her or anything.
Thanks, sweetheart. We won't bother you anymore.
Thanks, Olivia.
Don't mention it.
Just one more thing, Toots. Could you perhaps tell us where Mr. Wessler is?
I'm his assistant, not his babysitter, Beaky.
So you don't know?
I have no idea.
Roger that. Thank you.
So, gentlemen, is there anything else?
Nah, thanks, Olivia. We're good.
I guess we are good. Thank you, Olivia Bird. Let us skedaddle. Okay, what's our new clue? Filmar. Filmar is soaked to the bone. Failed, buddy. It's so cliche. So true. Well, we can head back to the Clawville PD.
Phyllis and Roy's are nowhere to be seen. Praise the great wild ones.
Well, let's hope this is a good omen.
Maybe, finally, the pincushions have started to do something with themselves.
And maybe it's not a coincidence, since we've just found a dead body, Marty.
Yeah. What can I say? The night's starting to get off, huh? Just like the good old days.
Let's just hope there won't be any more surprises tonight.
You don't believe that, do you, boss? How many of these did we wreck in 10 years, Sonny?
9. And I have no idea. I stopped counting after year 2.
How much does it cost the city to keep us on the force?
Well, stop thinking about it. It'll make your head hurt.
Yeah, right.
Feels like it doesn't take much to get Marty's head hurt.
They should really switch to a new model. We've been driving around in these since they invented the wheel. Even the most incompetent fur smuggler can outride us on a bicycle.
Well, at least we can blame the car.
Good point. They should really switch. Good point.
Good point.
You know, we've been shot at so many times, and we shoot others so many times, that you forget that one stray bullet, and it's all over.
The last bullet in me was from you, and it wasn't stray.
I mean, don't distress yourself over it. I'm not mad at you anymore.
Thanks. Let's be thankful for all the bullets that ended up in here, Marty.
What do you mean?
Because a bullet in a wall isn't in a body. Where there are no guns, there's no peace. Where there are guns, there's never gonna be peace. Sheep shit.
Sometimes I think Blood Boil lives in some kind of pseudo-reality.
What?
An imaginary, distorted reality where he's controlling the city, and right now, he's building some kind of police state utopia for the future.
What exactly have you been reading?
Why? Can't I have my own thoughts?
No.
I don't know. Can you?
Aw, so heartwarming, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Aw, so...
No. Sometimes I think the badge means nothing anymore.
Well, only you can decide that, boss.
I mean, the motto, the lion, the crown. They've lost their significance in the eyes of the people.
Not while we're around, Sonny.
Maybe Marty's right. We've got to do everything for the city that we can.
Oh, look who's here.
Shouting in 3, 2, 1.
And action.
Martin, what the hell do you think you're doing?
We're just patrolling, sir.
At the station?
No, we're here for something else, sir.
You missed me, huh?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. I mean...
Why are you grinning, Santino?
I can't grin, sir. I have a beak.
Don't be cute. I can see it in your eyes.
Should I close them, sir?
Don't you peck at me, chicken, you hear?
We're not even here anymore, Chief. We just quickly stopped by for something.
Get out of my sight.
Yes, sir.
Maybe they should read some Linkson and Barks. Barksist Linksonists.
Damn it, Sonny. Why do we have to do this?
You'll survive, Marty. If he hasn't chomped your head off before, he's not going to do it tonight.
I'm not so sure about that. Damn it, Sonny.
Yep. Officer Barkman, one of Blood Boil's little proteges.
The Barktober Revolution, so true.
You're on duty. Am I right, Martin?
Yes, sir.
Then why the hell are you standing here? Don't you have something to do?
I do, sir.
Then fuck off. And you, Sonny, don't even think about saying anything. I can already see you're dying to say something funny.
I wouldn't think about it, sir.
You're on duty.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. Tonight, the heart of the station is beating incessantly.
That was beautiful, boss.
Tonight,
that was...
Hey, Mon. Is the boss, angry today?
Angry? That's an understatement.
I see the New Year's madness has started. Everyone busy?
As normal, boys. The city's gone crazy, and we already have our first dead body. They found a girl in Flowerville. It's a nasty case.
What do we know about it?
Sonny, you know I can't tell you.
Oh, come on, Mon. I only have 120 days left. We could pretend these are my last beautiful days.
On my feathers, Sonny, stop that. It's so not your style.
Ah, he's been like this all day.
Shut up, Marty. Come on, Mon.
All right. Though I don't know much. The girl was found inside a house. I won't tell you the address. I have a hunch you already know.
Why do you think that?
Never mind. Anyway, she was naked, but there wasn't any sign of a struggle. There was a message written on the wall and on her back, too.
That's all?
That's all.
Thanks, Mon.
You're not gonna ask what the message was?
Oh yeah, what was it?
You already know, don't you?
I'm an open book to you, Mon.
One I've read too many times. Can I be honest? I'm worried about you boys. You haven't gotten mixed up in some shady affair, have you?
We have. Sorry, Mon. I could never lie to you.
Well, then I strongly advise you to get yourself out of it because I'm not in the mood for your funeral, all right?
Furry gods, don't be so extreme, Mon. It's just some routine sniffing around on New Year's Eve.
You don't do routine, boys. When you're sniffing around, fire and chaos follow.
Hey, you're not Meredith H. Marble, the author of the Chicken Police books, by any chance? That would have been a great blurb.
I'm not joking, boys.
Okay, Mon. We'll be careful.
I hope so.
Sunny is at a frame disadvantage for sure. Monica, I love her very much.
Don't do anything crazy, all right?
Okay, Mon. No promises, though.
Anything we can ask? Oh, yes.
I see the boss is ready to explode today.
What did you expect? The madness kicked in and he's got to be at the PD. Deputy Malloy's blind drunk.
What's the name of the old man's wife again? Poor lady.
Marsha. She was waiting here for a while too, hoping it'll only take a few minutes. But as soon as they saw the state Malloy was in, she got into a taxi and went home.
So that's why the old hound's so angry.
Please, boys, don't make him more so, all right?
Unfortunately, I can't promise that, doll.
As usual.
Yeah, I agree. I love the way her glasses, like, shift around. It's a very cute touch.
Look what we found, Mon. Does this mean anything to you?
It's beautiful. Embossed, gilded. These are rare. But I've never seen anything like this one before. Where's it from?
I'm afraid that's a secret, at least for now.
You haven't taken vital evidence from a crime scene, I hope.
Oh, what are you thinking?
On my feathers. You're gonna be in trouble, boys.
Only if we don't wrap it up, Mon. Listen, Mon, that girl they found in Flowerville.
You've seen her, right?
Yes, we were first on the scene.
Boys, you know I should report you immediately, don't you?
We know, Mon. We're only asking for a little more time. We're hot on the trail. If you learn anything, would you, please tell us?
Are you crazy?
Hey, keep it down. Blood boils right behind us.
Please, Mon. It's a matter of life and death.
God damn. Okay, but only because I can see how much it means to you.
Thanks, doll. We'll be forever grateful.
Marty's jacket is pretty nice, but I have to say, Sunny, the cooler one. But I mean, leather French coat. Although I do own at least one jacket like Marty's, so yeah.
Good old Fillmar hasn't been sniffing around here recently.
Yeah, he was here a week and a half ago. He used the archives and took out some public records.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and he asked me out for a coffee.
I hope you said no.
Why are you so interested, Marty?
No, I'm not. I just...
I told him no. Just like I told you no on all 25 occasions.
Glad to hear that.
That's because you're a lesbian. Jesus Christ.
We have no business there.
Have you been flooded by patriotism too, Sonny?
Of course, Marty. I feel this way all the time.
I think you're mocking me.
I think you should become a detective. All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
Did you know this game was originally going to be pixel art? I don't, but that makes sense.
Was it a good idea to drag Marty into all of this?
Oops, nope.
Shouldn't you be somewhere else, Marty? I mean, anywhere else.
You know, I spend every New Year's Eve in here, Sonny. Ever since that New Year's Eve. It's better if I try to distract my thoughts, and work's the best way to do it.
You mean fire rounds all night long?
You drink, I fire. No offense.
No offense taken.
And you, boss? Do you still think about the bloody New Year's?
Almost every day, Marty. Almost every goddamn rust-eaten day. You know, pal, you're damn lucky with Laura. A woman like her.
With a feathery loser like me?
I didn't mean it that way.
You're right, though. And don't believe for a second that I'm ungrateful. I give praise every day that I have her.
And that she hasn't already eaten you for breakfast.
Yeah, that too.
Not that I want to dig around in your private life, but weren't you ever afraid of her?
Of Laura? Why, because she's a predator?
Yes, and because you're a chicken. And because you work for the predatory division.
Nope, boss, never. Not for a second. There isn't a woman in the world more gentle than her.
I believe you, pal. Good for you.
Yeah, it is. Well, who's gonna be the first one to get emotional? Come on, give me a hug.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
Well?
Well, we're already in it now. From our spurs to our combs.
Now would maybe be a good time to take the Tommy gun, too.
All right, take it and let's go. It couldn't hurt.
Really? I can bring Layla?
Of course not. I was joking. Do you think we'd be driving around town with a Tommy gun on New Year's Eve?
Exactly that, yeah.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, pal.
You're one cruel chicken, Sonny.
Oh, this game in pixel art would be kind of cool, but I really do like the photo bash aesthetic, too. Let him take the fucking Tommy gun.
Maybe next time, my love.
Stop whispering to your guns, Marty. It gives me the creeps.
Don't listen to him. He'll never understand us.
I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained.
Remember how Blood Boil freaked out when he first saw this?
Yeah, the old man's blood pressure must have gone as high as when he first met a bitch in heat.
More and more cops came down to the range to practice.
Who knows why? Hello, sweetheart.
See all the pics they used? Same. Let's go ahead next to the menu from here. Okay, and that just saves the Clawville PD. Excellent. Art gallery? Oh, there's some, like, onset. Fish friend. I think for the second game, they had a documentary, but it doesn't look like they have it for this one. Or is it in this? Oh, it's a free DLC. Yeah, there's a free DLC. Going over like the photos and stuff that they we'll maybe have to take a look at it after finishing up the game. But yeah, it looks like they took photos back, like superimposed animal over top of it. I've only seen the ones for Natasha. Same. Be very curious. All right, talk about. The answer is I forgot. We're not doing anything. Also, forgot. But there we go. Mode disabled. Right. So, we don't have streams on Mondays for the foreseeable future. But I hope you all have a good week. Back on Thursday for Mike. Oh no, it's not going to be Grand Gear Zero Front. I think that releases on Friday. Mike freaking really? Still freaking out? That's really weird. Take care. Thanks, Corey. Oh no, it's May 6th. Okay, yeah, we can definitely play Granvir. Granvir, maybe some Outward meta, get back into that. Oh, excuse me. And some other stuff. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to Slavari. Oh yeah, my mic is freaking out a little bit. Oh, that's weird. Unfortunate. What's causing it? Okay. Let's see who we couple different people. Couple people. Couple different people. Uh, you know what? It's been a hot moment since we've raided over to Physicist, who's still raising money to pay for expenses. Because he unfortunately is still having issues with his job. But we'll go ahead and do that. Here's our raid message. You can unlock these channel points if you're not subscribed. Otherwise, feel free to broke a raid. Let our raid target know they are being supported. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Be back here on Thursday for something. I haven't